Hi, I'm Lindsay from the Keylink marketing team, and this is my colleague Lucy. She's usually responsible for all of our baking and NPD, but today we thought that we would switch it up to celebrate Macmillan's Coffee Morning. So we're going to be making a traditional school cake, but with a little bit of added chocolate. So to make it a little bit of extra challenge, Lucy's going to blindfold me and then tell me what to do.
So now we're just going to weigh out 300 grams of butter. And then 300 grams of sugar. And we're going to cream those together, blindfolded.
Five hours later.
Right, so that's our butter and sugar all creamed together nicely. So now I'm going to crack 6 eggs. And try not to get too much shell into the bowl. This was definitely the messiest part. Cracking these eggs like an absolute pro. And I managed to only get 1 piece of shell in it. Woohoo! Now I'm going to weigh out 300 grams of self-raising flour, and we decided to make this an inclusive bake and use gluten-free flour, as one of our colleagues is celiac, and we wanted her to be able to enjoy the Macmillan Coffee Morning with everyone else. I definitely expected to make a lot more mess to say that I'm making this cake blindfolded. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's the mess. And that's 80 grams of cocoa powder. So then we combined the cocoa powder and the flour. We used Valrhona cocoa powder for this bake, but you can use any cocoa powder you like. And now I'm just going to tip some of the eggs, not too much, into the creamed butter and sugar. And combine those together. And then I'm going to scoop some of the flour and cocoa powder combo into the wet mixture and mix those together. And then add the remaining eggs into the mixture. And give that a good stir and try to break that final egg yolk that is being very persistent. And then tip the rest of the dry ingredients in. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to tip the entire bowl in that time, but what can you do when you're blindfolded? And the rest of the dry ingredients in, and combine that all together until it's completely combined. And then the tricky part, pouring the mixture into the baking tin blindfolded. Lucy just stopping me from tipping the entire cake batter all over the table. I think that went pretty well, actually, to say that I couldn't see a single thing. And just smoothing it out to the corners. And then it's got to go in the oven. More cake batter on my hands than there is in that tin. Now I'm gonna mix together icing, sugar and water to make the icing for the classic school cake. And whisking it very slowly so that it doesn't go flying everywhere. Add in the water just a little drip at a time. And then I'm going to tip the icing carefully onto the cake with Lucy's expert guidance. And spread it out to the corners and make sure it's perfectly neat. And then cover it in sprinkles. And then just throw the whole load of rest on. And then take a look. Yay! So proud of my little bake. Thank you for watching and please support Macmillan. Thank you.